Hello everyone, welcome to InnoHEALTH Conference 2024. I am Mercilina, your host for the podcast today. Today we have Dr. Ravi Gaur with us. A warm welcome, sir. Just to begin with, can we have a brief introduction of yours?
I am Dr. Gaur, she's already mentioned. I'm basically an oncopathologist by profession, and I have almost like an experience of about 4 decades, especially in diagnostics and making the diagnostics more relevant to the new generation with the new technologies, because that's precise diagnostic or precision medicine and personalized medicine and personalized diagnosis for better cure and probably better quality driven diagnostics. And wherever you are, it's not like sitting in the big cities. I work in that space for a long time, and the aim is to have the best care into the people who are in the right, you can say the last men out on the post, remote care probably, how do the rural guys, how to bridge that gap between rural and urban areas. That's the area I've been working for the last many years, and so point of care devices has been my passion, getting new technologies in India, making them relevant to Indian geographies in my area. And this is briefly I'll keep working on.
So as you just mentioned, sir, that individualized care and personalized care, AI is creating a lot of difference in that. So what is your perception regarding that?
AI, we all talk about artificial intelligence, AI artificial. No, I think I have to say that it's, and the people are scared that the AI will take over the human normal intelligence. But I think I have my one reservations about it. Human skills no one can take over. I think they're going to be there. So human intelligence, come what may, will be there. AI probably will be more of augmented intelligence, probably augment the intelligence of human being and human skill, and that's going to be the future. But if you don't want to adopt the AI, I think you want to lag behind. So you need to adopt AI for your improvement, for augmenting your skills and your own intelligence, and ultimately convert this artificial intelligence, augmenting intelligence into something called awesome intelligence. That is something what we're looking for. That's one area probably AI is, and I'm sure we should not shy away from adopting AI. A lot of applications, whether in healthcare and all the field. And healthcare has been a little late. It's always been late because healthcare is something we are playing with the life. So we need to be, working on a space where everything, procedure, a process or analysis which you're getting is very well validated, because otherwise it may go wrong and life will take life. So ultimately, be careful, validate it well. So a good AI, well validated AI is definitely up out here and to augment, but then we have to work in collaboration. Human skill and AI together probably are the answer to many of the unmet needs today, what we have, and bridge the gaps of in the healthcare.
So, sir, as we all know that when it comes to healthcare, there are two sectors, the government and the private sector. So, as we all know that private sector, yes, people are integrating a lot of AI technologies in the private sector, but when it comes to the government, how the policymakers and stakeholders are taking that charge?
That's an interesting question, because I think I have worked very closely with the industry and worked very closely with the government actually also. What has happened is there's something called regulation, there's something called compliances. They are reviewed. Government is actually positive about it, they are working on it, but the way the government functions, probably a regulation is reviewed every 3 years or every 5 years. And then they come out with some solution. There's a close participation happening between the private industry and the government and the researchers together. But the challenge right here is, because the way the technology is changing, whatever, like we have you can say a mobile handset, with every 2-year version changes. Every second week there is some kind of update. So the technology changing so fast. Regulation was made for a technology A. Now it's going to review for after 5 years. By the time A, B, C, D, E version technologies come. So that regulation becomes irrelevant. I think it's dynamic solutions have to be here, and we are pushing on the government. Like The way the technology is changing, regulations should change fast, dramatically, close together. I think this is where I think a lot of participation of, you can say, government, public, and private and industry and academic have to collaborate together. We have seen a great example in COVID. Day by day, every day there was some solution. All of the it's not possible. It is possible. Intent is there, but I think all of us have responsibility to take that forward and make it happen. So government is positive, and I'm sure there's no solution, because ultimately we need to adopt these solutions. Better health of the people, wellness, well-being, answer lies there. So sooner or later we are on the way, we'll reach where we are looking for.
Great to hear that, sir. Next, I would like to ask, as we all know that India is still a developing country, and we are trying to be our best in AI and tech. But when we compare to the developed countries like UK and US and Canada, then what are the potential areas that you foresee that we can improve on our parts?
A lot. I think especially the way healthcare services are delivered, actually. Delivery part. We have a very good, you can say, quality hospitals in bigger cities, with global standards, a lot of medical tourism you're aware. But the moment you step out, probably the comfort zone, a metro city, a bigger city, maybe 150 kilometers from away, we don't have those structures are not there. So there's a big gap between. How do we fill that gap? This is where I think uniformity of health delivery is not there, health equity is not there. So I think we need to work on that space. Whatever a person is entitled to, because health is ultimately a fundamental right. Everybody is entitled to the big right kind of quality and health service. Whatever I can get sitting in Delhi, I should be able to get sitting in the remote part of Mizoram or remote part of Ladakh. Ultimately, this is the gap we need to fill up. There are solutions. Technology is leading us. We need to adopt them fast. We need to invest into them. We need to understand. I think we look for more startups. We're looking for disruptive innovations and adapters, because let us not hesitate in adapting these. I'm sure they say 70% startups in healthcare have failed. Yes, because ultimately this is what happens. This failure makes you to the next step of success. So we need to work on that space. Probably the more startups, more innovative ideas, more technology support. Government of India has got startup support. A lot of good work is happening. But I think more and more has to happen. And probably the government also need to adopt it the way private industry has adopted. So solutions are being understood, and I think they've been implemented in the piloting phase. But the way it is in India is like far away, remote areas, multiple authorities. So gradually I think we're reaching there. We should be able to work. And I'm quite hopeful with the government initiatives. We work with many government projects, and I think they are very open to the ideas. And that's the most important. Firstly, they open the doors, welcome doors. When you open, ultimate solution will come. And that door is already open now. I think we're looking forward to fill the gap.
So as pretty well mentioned by Dr. Ravi, that the healthcare in the healthcare industry, the things has to be like equitable and accessibility, affordability, and everything in and out. Lastly, I would just like to ask you to give a short message to our listeners.
Well, I think I would like to say that healthcare is not really a domain of policymakers or doctors. Everybody, all of us, whether you have to contribute if you want to make a healthcare a success, it has to be that everybody at whatever level you are, educate, empower, look around your environment, health, contribute, understand, and talk to each other. Probably that's what adopt health as a culture, as a habit, not really in one vertical. That's what I would say to the audience. And then innovate, deliver, and I'm sure empower yourself and take care of your health and have a feeling of wellness and joy in the community. That's it.
It was a great pleasure having you, Mr. Ravi, over here. And I just hope all our listeners have gained a lot of expertise from whatever knowledge that you have imparted to our listeners. Thank you so much for joining today's podcast. Thank you.